Good morning, everybody. So yes, the little announcement that I had for yesterday was that I got married yesterday. Our service was originally scheduled for June 20th, and we canceled that because of everything that's going on, and we just decided this was the way to go in order to make all that happen and hang out with our family. So good morning. Happy Sunday. So I'm going to introduce you to a concept today that we're going to talk about over time. So we've been talking a lot about state management. We went through goals. We went through, different ways in order to start to deal with stress, and we do that by focusing on where we're going and not focusing on what's behind us. When we focus on where we're going and what we're creating in our life, then we're not dealing with the stress. When we load ourselves up in the morning with what we're grateful for, what we're proud of, what we're excited about, then that's the type of feelings that we're going to have throughout the day. And starting to talk about state management and using our physical body. So I asked you yesterday to go and smile and see how different that made you feel when you all of a sudden started managing your state. So today we're going to take that a step further. And we don't have the opportunity to gather in groups right now, which really is a bummer. I can't wait to go to an NBA basketball game. I can't wait to go to a baseball game. I can't wait to be in a crowd and cheer. I can't wait to do those things. So in terms of managing your state today, I would ask you to, at some point today, for no reason, work yourself up into a frenzy like you were at a game. I mean, cheer like you were at a game. And, remember I talked about how somebody who's blind, who's never been able to see in their life, when they celebrate, they go up. They jump up in the air. They put their arms in the air and they jump up into the air. And the reason they do that is because in order to feel feelings, you got to use your physical body. You can feel a feeling while you sit there, but it's not going to be at the same intensity as if you use your physical body. When you start to use your body, then you're going to have the feeling that much more. And the only way to feel something at a level 10 is if you're using your physical body when you're doing it. So try that sometime today. Jump up and use your physical body in order to feel that feeling. And that's going to introduce me to the concept that I want to talk to you about today. All of the goals that you set, if you and I were to sit there and talk, and I was to say, why is it that you want to feel this? Why is it that you want this goal? At first you would answer the question and you would say, well, I want it because of this, or I want it because of this. Why do you want to achieve that financial goal? Well, because I want to take care of my family. Okay. Or because of this, or because of this, or because of this. But ultimately, if we kept asking that question, the reason that you want to achieve that goal is because you want to feel something. Every goal, ultimately at its base, has as its source a feeling. So like for men, the number one feeling that men want to have in the United States, and this is a generalization, but number one feeling men want to have in the United States, freedom. Overall, that's the number one that if you get to the bottom line, that's the one that they want to feel almost number one, freedom. So money a lot of times equals freedom. If I have the money, I can do what I want when I want. So a lot of times there's financial goals. Number one for women in the United States, security. And we wonder why we have problems with relationships when one is valuing freedom and one is valuing security. How do we define those goals could run into some problems, right? Something that everybody should talk about. So at the end of the day, what you want is the feeling. You don't necessarily want the goal. You want what you think the goal is going to give you. That you're going to feel freedom, you're going to feel this, you're going to feel that. Well, Two things. Number one, the goal may not give you that feeling. It might not. The second thing, and what I want you to just think about today, as you work yourself up into a frenzy, is you can feel the feeling now while you are achieving the goal. You don't have to wait. You can feel it, and then, first of all, you got to get past that concept and just think, is that possible? Of course it's possible. We choose how we feel. Because here's the thing. When you achieve the goal, who decides that you're going to feel a certain way because you've achieved that goal? You do. Remember the old adage, you could do this on the negative side too. Remember the old adage, someday we'll laugh at this? Okay? Why wait? Why wait for someday? Learn the lesson and then laugh at it now. So as you're doing your morning stuff, as you're doing your morning questions, as you're doing these things, I want you to start to think about, what are the feelings that I want when I achieve these goals? What are the feelings that I think that these goals are going to get me? And then as you start to feel those feelings, write them down. Write down, what is it that I want to feel? Do I want to feel happiness? Do I want to feel love? Do I want to feel security? Do I want to feel freedom? What is it that I want? And see if you can figure out an order. And then if you have a significant other, do this with them and put them in state. Don't do it intellectually. Put them in state. Get them what they're grateful for. Get them what they're proud of. Get them what they're excited about. And then say to them, what is it that you want? What are the feelings that you want to feel the most? Do you want to feel security? Do you want to feel love? And then if you can, define those feelings. Ask yourself the following question. In order to feel the feelings, what has to happen? Because everybody's recipe is different. Everybody's recipe is going to be unique for those things. So in order to feel the feelings, what has to happen in order to have me feel that? And then just get that information, okay? It'll be unbelievably enlightening. If you sit down for a half an hour and do this, especially with your significant other, it's going to be incredibly enlightening. And how important could it be for you to know the feelings that your significant other wants to feel and have an idea of what has to happen in order for them to feel that? Do you think that might be something that would be advantageous in terms of the relationship? Of course. So then start to get this concept of you can feel that feeling now. And I think by the way, one of the things I think that happens when somebody starts to think about this is, well, if I feel it now, then I won't be motivated. I won't be motivated to achieve my goal. The opposite is actually true. If you feel it now, you're going to be more motivated to go and achieve the goal. So there's your task for today. First of all, start the concept of you can feel any feeling you want now. And the goals that you want, what you really want from those goals are the feelings that you think that goal is going to give you. So figure out what that is. And then sit down and think to yourself, what are the feelings that I want to have? And put them in an order. And then ask the question, what has to happen in order for me to feel this way? A bit of homework today, but where we're headed is all of the things that you want to feel in your life that the goals are going to get you, you don't have to wait. You can feel them now. You can feel them now and then feel them even that much more when you achieve the goal. Because at the end of the day, when you achieve the goal, the outcome that you're going to be proud of is what you had to become in order to achieve that goal. We're either growing or we're dying. We're like water. If water gets stagnant, it turns nasty. But if it's flowing, then it's beautiful and it's fresh and it brings life. So be water, find out the feelings that you want to have, and understand progress is really what brings happiness. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Everybody's thanking me about my wedding. I'm going to thank you on Facebook. Thank you very much. I'm super happy. I'm a very lucky guy. And somebody actually, I think Diana, my beautiful Diana from California, told me that my hair looks good on me. That's very generous. My hair's driving me crazy. Have a great day, guys.